So this is going to be a video where it's going to end up less clean than from where I started. Don't worry, there's definitely going to be some cleaning motivation in here, but if you're new here, you have just joined the middle of a series where we are packing up to move, and in today's video, not only am I going to have some kitchen cleaning motivation, I'm also going to pack up the kitchen. Y'all have also seen Piper in a ton of our videos, and if you know, she passed away a couple of weeks ago and we got her little paw print and her memorabilia back. Even though in this video I'm still packing up the house, I'm currently in our Airbnb right now before we head to the beach and then over to my mom and stepdad's house. But as we go to my parents' house in the next couple of days, you are not going to believe what just happened to their house. I'll keep you updated a little later on. After having 3 kids, and especially in the middle of this move, I feel like my energy levels have plummeted, especially at a time when I need it the most. But the last thing you want to do in the morning is to remember to take all of these different supplements. That's when I decided to add AG1 to my morning routine. It's just one step and you can literally drink it in 60 seconds. There's over 35,000 5-star customer reviews, and I actually first heard about it because it's also what my mom and my stepdad drink each morning. It comes with a convenient shaker bottle, which is what I'm using here, and the unique and carefully created blend of 75 ingredients includes vitamins, minerals, superfoods, and probiotics. So it can help you support a strong immune system and sustain energy, which is exactly what I need. So all you're going to do is just add 1 scoop of AG1 into your cold water. You can use 8 to 12 ounces. Sometimes I use a little more. Next, you're going to mix it up and drink it, and it's that easy. I know what you're going to ask me. You're going to ask me, but how does it taste? It is actually really good. AG1 sources the best and highest quality of ingredients that it can find, and it is gluten-free, dairy-free, paleo, vegan, keto, and has less than 1 gram of naturally occurring sugar. In my AG1 bundle, I also use the AG vitamin D3 and K2. These drops offer a year's supply of extra immune system support. Adding AG1 to my morning routine before my workout has helped give me the energy to not only get through my workout, but also get through my day. I trust AG1 because of the whole food sourced ingredients that it uses, and I'm very particular about what I put in my body. Y'all know that I've had so much going on during this move, and it has really helped promote this relaxed feeling and helped me reduce a bit of stress. I completely recommend it to my family and friends. They also have AG1 travel packs so you can continue your health journey even when you're on the go. So go to drinkag1.com/Michelle O'Malley to get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 plus K2 and 5 AG1 travel packs with your first purchase. Thanks to AG1 for sponsoring today's video. So now I'm going to hop back over here and get started cleaning up the kitchen.
Shine on me, shine on me. Shine on me, shine on me. I've been going out on my head. I've been waiting for someone to give me help. All I'm asking for is just some space and some time, then I'll be alright. I've been having thoughts in my mind I can't get out. Tell me things I can't say myself, from you and nobody else. Everything is out of my sight. This is all so new to me. I can do it all in your way. Say all the things that you say. I can do it all in one night. When I go out.
So as I'm looking back on this video and at the windows, I've been meaning to ask y'all, for all of you who have window treatments, I'm trying to decide what to put in our new house. And I do have some pictures of our new house being built on my Instagram, Michelle O'Malley 711. There's like a story that just has the new house kind of being built. If you want a sneak peek, head over there. But I'm trying to decide if I want shutters, like plantation shutters. I know that those are very expensive and we have a lot of windows in our house. Or if I want to put like motorized window shades, I don't think I'm going to do the exact same blinds that I have in this house. So I'm trying to decide. I've never had either. I've never had plantation shutters before, and I've never had like motorized window treatments, the ones where you can like roll it up and down kind of shades. So if you have either of those, or you have like recommendations on window treatments, then feel free to give me all of the ideas in the comments below.
The things that you say, I can do it all in one night. When I go out, the light doesn't shine on me, I fade out. It's all so new to me, I need you. Someone to show me the way. The light doesn't shine on me, I go out. The light doesn't shine on me, I fade out. It's all so new to me, I need you. Someone to show me the way. The light doesn't shine on me. Shine on me, 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 shine on me.
Another thing that I plan on doing in the new house is looking at our pulls and knobs, basically the hardware for the kitchen cabinets. We are going to have a ton of kitchen cabinets, and I was watching a post from Chris Loves Julia, or I was just like scrolling through their Instagram channel, and they were talking about how whenever you select hardware, that it is really good to mix and match like 3, even 4 different hardware styles and types, whether you're doing knobs, pulls, latches. So I think that I'm overthinking this. Before, I was just going to put pulls on everything because they're so easy to just grab a pull and pull it, where here we have knobs and pulls. But now I am trying to get creative, I guess, and think about how I'm going to decorate the kitchen with the hardware that I'm going to select. If this is your first time here, then welcome. My name is Michelle, and I am a mom of 3. And back in January, we decided to move after about 9 years in this house. It'll be 9 years this July. And we are moving into our new house the middle of June. It is a new build house, but it is not a custom home. Although I am trying to customize it as much as I can to make it feel like a custom home. For example, in the kitchen, I'm going to have 2 different color, what is it called? Not cabinet. What is it called? Countertop. I can't think of the name. Okay, 2 different countertop colors. One is going to be like the perimeter of the kitchen. Countertop is going to be black, and the island countertop is going to be white with like a wood or maple cabinets, whereas the perimeter is going to be white cabinets. I'm going to have to put a picture up because that's kind of hard to explain. But, you know, when I was making all of these selections, for me, I'm just scrolling Pinterest and Instagram like it's nobody's business, looking for design style. So when I go to the design center and I start saying, I want to do this, and they're just like, you're crazy. I'm like, this is all over Pinterest. I guess because I'm trying to look for something not so cookie cutter, like every house is built exactly the same, and I'm trying to go for a more custom look. They probably thought I was like totally crazy, but I love decorating and designing. And what's really funny is when I started posting some pictures of the new house on Instagram, a couple of you reached out saying, I wonder how you're going to decorate for Christmas. And I was like, I was thinking the same thing. Our 12-foot tree probably won't fit in that house. I don't know how I'm going to make it work. So I'm going to have to really think about how I'm going to decorate for Christmas. I know that is 6 months away, but so many of y'all found me through my Christmas videos. So I'm going to have to get very creative this year. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I know it is going to be amazing.
Yeah, he sets my body in motion. He knows how to turn things up. And he knows what gets me going. Yeah, like a little text saying, hey, what's up? They look at me, I'm in a bad situation. Look at him, he's got a bad reputation. They be looking at us, thinking we are too much. Look at me, I'm in a bad situation. Look at him, he's got a bad reputation. They be looking at us. Why do I need to be good all the time? I'm wrapped around his finger, but he is mine. Don't care what they say, too late anyway. Why do I need to be good all the time? Yeah, he gets when I'm in a bad mood. Then he knows how to make it alright. Yeah, I get that he got a history, but I don't wanna think about no other than us. They look at me, I'm in a bad situation. Look at him, he's got a bad reputation. They be looking at us, thinking we are too much. Look at me, I'm in a bad situation. Look at him, he's got a bad reputation. They be looking at us. Why do I need to be good all the time? I'm wrapped around his finger, but he is mine. Don't care what they say, too late anyway. Why do I need to be good all the time? Nah, 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 no drama, yeah. Nah, 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 no drama, yeah, yeah. Nah, 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 no drama, yeah. Nah, nah, no drama.
So last week, or in the last video, I took down all of the pictures and I'm currently wrapping everything in bubble wrap. So we did hire movers to help us with everything, and that was like the best choice we made, but they did charge per hour. So if you get stuff ready as much as possible for them, then it'll be less time that they're there. So I tried to wrap up everything that was upstairs. At the end of the day, all of the other big mirrors downstairs, I just didn't have time for. So I just let them go ahead and wrap and pack everything and store it in our storage. I know that a lot of y'all are in the same boat as me, meaning you're in the middle of moving. And first off, congratulations to all of y'all. And secondly, the way that I am structuring this whole move process is that I'm starting off in all of our attics and our closet. So I started off last week upstairs trying to pack away things that are going to go into a storage for a month long that we wouldn't need for a month, or that we wouldn't need as we are drifting from house to house, location to location before we actually get into our house. So my goal for today is to finish getting stuff from the upstairs downstairs so that we can take it to a storage unit. And also there is an attic upstairs. We actually have 3 different attics upstairs, which is crazy. But so I'm going to take all of this stuff downstairs, get it ready to pack and load into storage. This whole process has been way more stressful than what and how I could have ever imagined it, but I'm trying to stay grateful for every step of the way. I know that I've said this story before, and I'm sorry if I keep repeating myself, but because we have new people in every video, I'm just going to kind of give you a quick update about what initially happened. So we listed our house on the market to be able to sell before we moved into our new house, hoping that we would find a buyer who would give us a lease back meaning that they would purchase the house, lease it back to us until our house was ready so that we would only have to move once and we wouldn't have to move into a storage unit and find a place to live. Our first buyer, it was the perfect scenario. And in fact, in several of my videos, I just said, I can't believe that this is going so smoothly. And we have just found this perfect buyer in this perfect scenario. They're leasing it back until we move. And it was great. About 3 weeks into that process, some of the financing fell through and we ended up losing that buyer and had to get a different buyer. We had to relist our house and go through the whole process again. So when that happened, we had a little bit of in and outs with the second buyer. And initially there was an agreement to be able to lease back again so we wouldn't have to move out. And then right as the option period was ending, that agreement they no longer wanted that. They wanted to move in a lot sooner. So we had two options. We could either put our house back on the market, or we could agree to move out sooner. So anyways, we agreed to just go ahead and move out sooner. And that gave us 2 weeks to pack up the house into a storage unit and find, a place to stay for the next month until our house was ready. Now, we could stay with my mom and stepdad, who do have plenty of room for a family of 5, but they don't live close by, and I needed to finish the girls' school year out. So I needed to find a place close by their school to where I could drive them to school every day. And then our plan was after they were out of school, then I would go to my mom and stepdad's house, who would let us stay there until mid-June. So this is what we're doing, is moving everything into a storage unit. But in between the time where we moved out of our house and we're in this interim phase is what I'm in right now. We have an Airbnb for 2 weeks, moved to my parents for 2 weeks, but we also have 3 trips planned in between that time frame. So it was very difficult for me to figure out what to pack for. 2 of them are weekend trips, and then 1 trip is to Mexico. So we had all of this booked before we kind of knew that this was all going to happen. And originally we thought our house wasn't going to be ready until August, and they actually finished it earlier. So it all kind of hit at one time. So we are very grateful. There's no need to complain, but I think that there's just so many moving parts at one time that it has become a little overwhelming. So that's kind of just to catch y'all up on everything. And now I'll get to the most recent part. Like, I cannot make this stuff up, even if you ask me to. But we are almost ending our 2 weeks in our Airbnb. And last week we had, I actually didn't have internet for a whole week. It was just a chaotic, I was working from coffee shops. I was in and out trying to get the internet fixed because we had a minor storm on Monday. And secondly, it's not my house. So I'm I don't know, trying to work with the owner and getting everything. And then on that Thursday, we got internet back up that morning, Thursday morning. So I was out from Monday to Thursday. And then we had another big storm kind of come through. And, the news is just kind of severe thunderstorm warning, until this time, kind of typical for our area. But they said this one might actually be pretty bad. So we kind of hunkered down that night. And even Savannah was getting a little nervous. And she's I just want to go back to our other house. And it was so sweet. It was sad because I'm sorry, honey, we don't own that house anymore. But I was just but it's okay. It's, it's raining at that house too, if it makes you feel any better. And then, what I do is I check on my mom and my sister, make sure everyone's good. And my mom texts back and is it is not good over here. And I'm oh my gosh, what do you mean it's not good? We're coming to come stay with you in 4 days. What is not good? Please, is everyone okay? So she texts me back and says, our outside is destroyed. So I'm in shock. And when you text and you just send a message everyone good, and you just automatically expect everyone to be yep, we're good. And when it wasn't, I was what? What do you mean it's not good? So if you're in the Houston area, you probably know what storm I'm talking about. But, the storm is still going on. So I'm are y'all okay? Can you send me a pictures? And she said, I think our house or our street got hit by a tornado. So keep in mind, we're not in the Midwest. We have tornadoes, but they're just not like it's almost like they don't really hit you, you know, like they could happen, but they just don't happen to you. So, we were hit by a tornado like a couple years ago, if you remember that story. But so I ended up asking her, you know, to send me pictures, and it was pretty destructive. I'll put some pictures here up on the screen. I did ask if I could share these, and they said that it was okay. So this was a picture taken the night of the storm, just looking outside on the backyard patio. And then here is a picture of what their backyard looks like the next morning. Now, keep in mind, no one was hurt. We don't personally know anyone that was hurt. So, you know, obviously just thankful that everyone was safe. But here is a picture of what the street looked like. I don't know if this was their street or if it was a next street over, but it was just a complete mess for all of them and the neighbors. And this is where we're headed to stay in the next couple of days. And then here is one last quick picture before they started all of the cleanup efforts. Now, there's power lines that run through their backyard. So there was like power lines in their pool. There was a gas leak. It was pretty nuts. And Chris, who actually used to work for the gas company, kind of told them what they needed to do that night. And then Chris now owns a landscaping company, so he was able to help go and cut up trees and help with a lot of the cleanup effort. So I am doing this voiceover 7 days after that storm hit, and they are still there. The neighborhood or their street, I don't know, is still without power. So 7 days without power in 90-degree temperatures just don't really sit well. So a lot of the people in the neighborhood have left. My mom and stepdad do have a generator. So right now they are basically living off of a generator, and I just hope that they get power back before we have to go stay with them. And very blessed that they have a generator, but there are limitations. Like she said, you can't like do laundry and have the microwave going at the same time, or you can't like have something in the oven and then, you know, heat up the microwave. So there's just things that they need to kind of adjust. Or they also said like the dryer doesn't fully dry. Like there's just not enough power, but there's enough to keep them, you know, keep the lights on and keep the AC running. But anyway, it's just so crazy. Again, we're all very blessed, but just the fact that like we never stay with them, and just to have this arranged to stay with them and this happen is just, like I said, I can't make this stuff up. So just continuing the cleanup effort, and just glad everyone was okay. And if you're familiar with what happened, then I really hope that you managed through the storm and are good as well. But in the meantime, here we're going to start packing up the kitchen. I got these special packing boxes. It took me a minute to figure out how to use them for glasses in particular. So I'm going to work on that and then work on the kitchen.
You were my best friend. Didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you. You and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters. Stray around like nighttime rumors. We were in too deep in your worn out sweater.
So my plan for whenever I packed was that I wanted to do all of the packing myself, because that way I could also go through things as I'm packing them and start getting rid of stuff and try to only pack the things that I would need for the new house. And in theory, that sounds like the greatest idea of all time. But what was happening was, we had 2 weeks, which was a good amount of time to like go through stuff. But it was becoming so overwhelming. I wouldn't let anyone help me. And then I would go through things and then I would question it. And then it was taking me so long. So by the last couple of days before we had to move out, I was like, I need help. And I had a group of girlfriends come over one night and they just helped me pack the whole rest of the kitchen. And I was like, kind of like, ugh, because I'm like, I don't know. I want to go through that. I want to see if I want to get rid of it. I want to see. And we're like, nope, we don't have time for that. Just pack everything. So that's what ended up having to happen for a lot of these drawers and a lot of this stuff, was because I realized, one, I can't do it all on my own. As much as I wanted to do it all, as much as I wanted to have like the perfect video and like all of this decluttering done and like only bring in the right stuff that I need, it was so mentally challenging, so much, so little time, so much to do, that I ended up just needing help. And I just needed to get over myself and say, pack everything up. And we'll have more time when we move into the new house to go through it than we do now. Now we have to be out as soon as possible. Now, I wouldn't say that I'm, let's say, a perfectionist, but I do struggle with wanting it done right and wanting it done right the first time, so I don't have to go back and redo things. And what happens when you kind of have that trait, and I'm sure a lot of people do that, is that you just procrastinate, right? Because you're like, I'm not going to do it until I can do it right. And that's kind of what happened, what I'm kind of talking about throughout this move process, is that I wanted to be the one to do it all because I wanted to do it done right so that I wouldn't have to move into the house and do it that way. But the problem is that it causes you to either be slow action taker or it causes you to not take action at all. And as we all know, when you don't take action, you don't make any progress. And what's the point of having it done right if there's no progress that's being made? So here's your little quick reminder to just get over it and take action today.
Please fill my cup. Am I really asking for much? It's been a long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup. Find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Oh, 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 oh. And I'm singing like, whoa, oh, oh, oh. Lit check, been a minute, let me hit the homies in a group text. 10 years, same team. True vest. Got a couple trophies, but no chains on the neck. No. Got a couple Cardis, we don't flood with baguettes. It's a very small world, so my hand holds. Wake up, make the money, that's a man's role. Loyalty and love is what I stand for. Can't forget about trust, but first, please fill my cup. Am I really asking for much? It's been a long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup. Find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Oh, 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 oh. And I'm singing like, whoa, oh, oh, oh. It's the weekend, we've been working. I'll be posted, fireside. Bring my boys in, bring your girls in. We'll be posted up all night. Limited edition, not the regular one. We shut down the city like when presidents come. I am not a rookie, I'm a veteran, bro. Promise I'ma take it easy later on. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Please fill my cup. Am I really asking for much? It's been a long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup. Find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Oh, 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 singing like, whoa, oh, SOS, oh, please fill my cup.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive.
So as I'm watching this back, I'm thinking to myself how stressful it all was and how I had this plan of how I was going to slowly pack away stuff I don't need for a while and then just pack a few pairs of clothes with us and have this plan to where this transition phase was going to be so smooth and, somewhat easy. And I realized that none of this ended up being easy and none of it really went exactly the way I wanted it to go to make it a smooth transition. I remember so long ago, I was listening to this talk from Tony Robbins and it kind of stuck in my head. And it was like, why are people so unhappy? And his answer was like, because things didn't go according to your blueprint. And your blueprint is basically like your expectation in life. You have this like big, massive blueprint mapped out. And when things don't go according to that is when people either fall ungrateful or they become unhappy. And I keep thinking to myself, this whole process didn't go the way I planned it. I wanted everything to go smoothly. I wanted to pack only the things we needed. I didn't want to bring so much stuff. I wanted to declutter more. I wanted to do all of these things the right way according to the plan I had in my head. And I had all these expectations and it didn't go that way. And that's probably why I feel so stressed and so out of control. So I remember that speech back and I remember someone asked like, well, what happens when it doesn't go the way you planned it? And he said, you change your blueprint. So that's exactly what you have to do. You have to change your expectations. Change your game plan, change your blueprint, and create a new one. So here you have it. I wish I could have had the most inspirational, motivating video where I could have told you exactly what to pack, how to pack it, how to move with ease. And I can't do any of that. But I do have all of you to thank for encouraging us through the process.
Hey, I've been dreaming about you.
So here's where we're ending for the day. If you're not subscribed already, then please subscribe and join this amazing community and family. Next week, I'll be packing up our closets. And until then, I will see y'all next week.